Hi, Roddy from Barbaco, and today we're just having a little look at the new Clippaid clipper sharpening products that have come out in the market. It's an interesting looking product, and I haven't actually used one before, so for the purpose of this demonstration I've got a wahl detailer which is probably about 18 months old, and the blades are pretty good still, but I want to see if there's much of a difference between the two sort of pre and post sharpening. So as you can see with the detailer here, they provide nice sharp lines at the best of time anyway. And yeah, really I suppose if you've had a trimmer for a couple of years you shouldn't really be having any problems with them anyway, but it'll be interesting to see if by using the Clippaid sharpening crystals that do actually make any difference or not. So as you can see, quite easily we've put in a nice straight line here without any real difficulty. Trimmed away the neck hair. It's not cutting or pulling, it's quite sharp, doesn't feel tough on the skin. So that's pre-sharpened. So what I'm now going to do is I'm now going to sharpen the blades and see if there is any real difference. And they're very simple to use. It's a new product that's been in the market probably a couple of months in Australia, and it's an interesting concept. You know, theoretically it's going to save you money, that if this works you don't have to go and buy a new blade. You can just insert your blade into the pouch, sharpen your clippers, and away you go. So what you do, all you do is turn the clipper on, place it inside the sachet, move it around the crystals for 60 to 90 seconds, turn it off, give your clipper a little bit of a dust and an oil, and go again. So here we go. So you just got to make sure that you're getting in there, touching the bottom of the sachet. You can feel the crystals sort of, I suppose you might want to call it exfoliating against the blade, for want of a better word. And if you can see in there, there are like a fine purpley crystals. Most probably the difference between trimmer crystals and medium-sized to large-sized crystals must probably be the size. I'm imagining that trimmer crystals are just finer. And you know, probably interesting, like, why do we have to turn the clipper on? Well, because the blades are vibrating, they're moving around the crystals and getting right in there and giving it that sort of sewing motion against the blade, so, and hence sharpening it. That's probably been long enough now. So all you do now is you turn your clipper off and give your clipper a little bit of light dust. Should always have something like that on your bench anyway. Obviously when you start every haircut you're going to want to make sure that your blades are clean. So just dust off the crystals, and then we'll give a little bit of an oil. Just to lubricate the blades and give them a good clean. So now we'll try to see if it really has made much difference. So quite easily, once again, create a sharp line. I suppose because the clippers really aren't all that old, it was not really conclusive that the Clippaid has sharpened them to a much better degree than what they were before. They still certainly feel very clean to use. They definitely do feel very sharp, and I think the biggest difference I've noticed is that it just cuts through the lawn a little bit crisper than what it did a minute ago. If there was anything that I would pick up on the difference, that would be it. Even though I did feel like I was cutting a line really easily here, I laboured a little bit less in creating a fresher line here, including scraping the hair off the neck. So definitely a marginal increase in quality due to the fact that the clip was so new. I think if this clipper was another 3 or 4 years older, I really would have noticed a much bigger difference. So definitely an effective product, and I will go ahead now in a few moments and try the trimmer for larger clippers with a really old clipper that I've got, and we'll see how we go.